back at McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Baylor Bears. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
McLean Stadium is one of the most unique in all of college football. You can literally sailgate, drive your boat right to the stadium. This is a beautiful stadium, smaller capacity, but these fans make it special. From the run-on of all the students to start the game, they are loud and passionate every time the football is kicked off in Texas. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. So Baylor's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. And he's going to bring this one out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Looks as if he's going to run it. Turning it on. The 50. Across midfield. Down to the 41-yard line is a huge play as this offense rolling.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Motion from the wideout. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Sellers. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And how about that back-to-back sacks? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
We might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Sellers from the gun on third down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Gives it on the option. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down.
Now, a 4th down.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. Across the 45. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
They go to the counter. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Flagway wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw. It's Flagway. Floats it out in space. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
3rd down from the gun, DJ Lagway. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
And I really like the belief and the discipline by this QB because he drops back, he wants to throw the football, he sees it's covered, but he says, I can go get it, and takes off and barely gets enough for the first down. But way to pull the trigger, run it, and run it with authority.
And the Bears have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Bears! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. They'll get the transfer rolling with an early carry. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll move the wide receiver. On the move. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. Quarterback keeps it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. The Gamecocks will try to convert on 4th down. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Flagway. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, South Carolina. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Bears want to move quickly.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense.
Makes the grab on the shot. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They go play action with Flagway. Chunked it away just as he was hit. That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have shined. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Here's Lagway to pass. Flips it out to the back. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. To the ground to try to move the chains. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. From that spot on the field, you're going to go for 4th and inches every time, but, I mean, you could argue that 4th and inches, you ought to go for it almost all of the time.
I 100% agree. We're definitely going for this, and listen, let's play some offense. Let's have high octane. Let's put some points on the board. We're not kicking field goals. We're not punting. We're trying to score touchdowns.
Forced out of bounds, good pickup there on the ground.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Throwing, Sellers. Rushes on him. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Running inside, it's Clark. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on third down. Throwing right. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback making adjustments. Throwing, Lagway. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Bears line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. The South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to him on the ground. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
That pass is incomplete.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Bring him to the ground after a short gain. The Bears headed quickly to the line. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Flagway wants to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Quarterback may change this route. Flagway will try to get it from the gun on 3rd down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. And the Bears will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking for space, it's Clark. Stopped after a gain of 3, it'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Spits it out to the back. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Flagway throws to the wideout. And what a catch! A diving grab down the right side.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. I just can't do it better.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Here's Flagway to pass. Going for 6. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Tight ends are supposed to be the quarterback's security blanket, especially down here in the red zone. And that time, he just dropped it.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Might be calling a hot route. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And he's already put one 3-spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Fresno State taking on the number 15 team, the USC Trojans. And it's the Bulldogs with the lead right now in the first half in a battle of 1-0 teams. As we check in on these top 25 matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football is.
Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. QB draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Loss of 2. Brings up third down.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on 3rd, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Takes a handoff. It's Clark. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Here's Sellers to throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
Whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
This offense says it's 4-down territory, taking a chance from the 43. Sends it back in motion. He might want another play. 4th down, Lagway. Escapes the pressure to his right. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed him for the defensive holding penalty. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. From the gun, the running back has it. Nice move to keep running. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
They'll run the option. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Throwing, Lagway. Grabbed in the middle. It's Livingston. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, they're running the curl route against zone coverage, so the quarterback knows he's going to have to put that one on his receiver. And you saw the velocity and the arm talent this guy has. That was a missile.
The Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Throws to the tight end. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
They'll move the tight end. From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Nice move to keep running. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll make it a 2-score game at 16-7. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Using his feet. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Going to take a shot. Catch inside the 25. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They'll give it to Auguste. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Sellers swings it out to his running back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
3rd in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You could tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that 1st down, makes the big mistake.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Flagway from the gun on third down. Finds his big tight end. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the option. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon. The Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner. Still on his feet at the 45. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
And the Bears start flying down the field. The give on the counter. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Flagway wants to throw. Pressure's there and he lets it go.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Quarterback making checks. 3rd down from the gun, DJ Lagway. The throw to the outside is complete. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Unloads it left. Trying to bull his way in. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Flagway on the play action. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown Bears! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. And now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executing in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Is no good. That keeps the score Baylor 22, South Carolina 7.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He steps out of bounds just across the 20 at the 21. Decent starting field position here. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Throwing, Sellers. Fires left. Makes the catch. It's Hunt. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Bringing the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Well, this quarterback normally makes defenses look very silly week in, week out with his speed, but he has yet to face a defense like this. This defense accepted the challenge. They have stepped up. They have been disruptive. They have been living in the backfield all game long. That already the 3rd sack of the game for this unit.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Lets it fly. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be 4th down.
And the defense is kind of smiling about that one, right? The receiver got a chance, got open, had a chance to make a play, but, man, you don't see it very often, but just lose concentration, and that is a big 3rd down stop for this defense on that drop pass.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fourth down, Sellers. He's going to run it. Turns it on in midfield. Smashes through the tackle. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? That is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
Here's the pressure. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Designed runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
Here's Sellers to throw. Pocket breaking down. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And the quarterback tried to make something out of it with his legs, but instead, he turns the football over.
And this is what you like about the quarterback. You don't want to handcuff him. You want to give him the freedom and the flexibility to get outside and create. That's where he's brilliant. That's really the added element he brings this offense. But you do need to reel him in with respect to the fundamentals and taking care of the football. Just has to do better moving forward.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Trying to move them on the counter. And he'll be brought down.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Wants to adjust the pattern. The Gamecocks spin the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The run inside. It's Turner. He was trying to reach the sticks, but he doesn't quite make it down at the 23. It's 4th down. The Bears decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Nice directional kick there, like a solid iron shot. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Oh, they're after him. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
That's caught. It's Bennett. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
Listen, the defense gave up a couple of yards, but they're happy to give that up because they know the clock is still ticking. They're trying to bleed this thing. If you want to throw it over the middle of the field inbounds, they'll give that to you all day.
The Gamecocks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Snagged out of the air. There he goes. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again. Going.
And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And this is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for 2 regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
Just under a minute and a half to play, and to have a shot, you got to believe they have to recover this onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level there.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
Leaves it with the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Ooh. The offense changing the play.
Splash moving.
The option look. Now the toss. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
Man, the nicest thing in sports to have is to be able to rely on the run game, to have the
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been